On this video, Doug's Home Arcade showcasing my 8-ball deluxe pinball machine by Bally, released in 1981. Now this particular machine you're looking at is a pretty rare model, and I'll go over the rareness of it in just a moment. But first I want to talk about why I have this game in my permanent collection. So this was a game I did play when it first came out in 1981. There was a Malibu Grand Prix that had one of these. Played it for few years, actually probably more like a couple of years, until they got rid of the game. So I played the daylights out of that machine. I really wanted this game bad. I tried to get one in the 90s when I started collecting pinball machines, but a deal fell through and that didn't happen. So it wasn't all the way up until the early 2010s. I did stumble on a 8-ball deluxe limited, which was the second run of this machine. Now Bally released this game 3 times. And the second run was in the rapid fire cabinet, so I had the smaller back glass, and I wasn't a fan of that cabinet. So I only had the game for about 6 months, and I decided to let it go. It wasn't in very good shape as well, but I really was on the hunt for one of these still. Did come across another one about a year later, but that was the first run, like this machine here, but it was in really bad shape. So that one I only had for about a month, and decided to just keep on going. Now this particular machine you're looking at was owned by a operator who bought these games brand new when they first came out, and had operated them all the way up to about 1984. And from there, there's about 11 pinball machines that were left. Actually, I think about 13 actually. And they were all like really nice, rare machines. Some pretty good titles in there. And I was able to get a hold of I think it was about 11 of them. And I picked those up around 2017-ish, 2018, right around there. And I got everything as a project. They were all kind of in pieces. A couple of the games that were in there that I decided to keep was this Future Spa and this Phoenix, and I'll have videos up on those games as well later on. But this machine, the Playfield, was actually laying outside of the cabinet, and the MPU board was missing from it as well. I did find the MPU board, but it was all acid damage, so I had to trash that. So when I was putting this game back together, actually when I got this game around 2017, 2018, it actually sat in storage for about another 4 years or so, until recently, last year, so that was about 2021, I finally pulled it out of storage and had room for it to set up permanently and put it back together. I went ahead and put a updated MPU board in it, and also had to update the plastic set. It was all yellowed out on it pretty bad, so I went ahead and put a reproduction plastic set on it, and also all the drop targets were all dried out, so I went ahead and replaced all those as well. Now the rareness of this game, and this is number 40 off the assembly line, this actual machine, and the early models. So if you look at the flyer for this machine, you'll see that the one in the flyer has the white caps like this one does. So the early models had the white caps, and then the ultra rareness of this particular machine is the Playfield. Now this Playfield is not made out of wood, it's made out of plastic. Now Bally did release a few of these with a plastic Playfield, and this is one of those rare plastic Playfields straight from the Bally factory. This actual Playfield had Mylar on it, and the Mylar was pretty bad shape. It was bubbling really bad, so I decided to pull it off, and luckily it survived pretty well. It's like playing on glass. If you want to know what a pinball machine plays like from 1981, like it just came out of the box today. This is the machine.
Quit talking and start chalking.
It's just flawless to play. Also, the back glass is all original. Displays are all original. All the boards, the soundboard, driver board, lamp board, they were still in the machine. They were working all the way. And also the cabinet is in extremely nice condition. It survived very well. So this game really hasn't been played, so it was probably only operated for about maybe 3 years or so until it was put in storage, and then all the way up until just recently I went ahead and set it back up, and I've only had it been playing it for about less than a year now, so there's very little play on this machine. Very nice survivor. I can't see the artwork on the heads, but it's like brand new as well. Very nice machine. I'm very happy to. I thought in a million years I would never own an 8-ball Deluxe in this condition, and such a great survivor on top of that being the rarity as it is. So I'm very happy to have this machine in my permanent collection, and this machine I will definitely never part with it. So don't send me a comment if I'll sell it, because the answer, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be an NO. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pause for a moment and get a game started so you can see in action.
Chalk up. One ball, shoot ball, sleeve, 6 ball, followed 5 ball. Make the 8 ball. Go for 8. Make the 8 ball corner pocket. Make the 8. Make the 8 ball corner pocket. Nice shot. Get the Deluxe. Get the 8. Deluxe. One more for Deluxe. Shoot for Deluxe. Get the A. One more for Deluxe. Get the A. Make the A. One more for Deluxe. Make the Deluxe. Get the A. Six ball. Make the Eglin ball. Four ball. Make the A. Seven ball. Three ball. Sink the two ball. Get the two ball. Sink the two ball. Make the eight ball. Nice shot. Make the Deluxe. Shoot for A. Go for A. Make the A. Make the A. Go for A. Make the A. Make the A. Get the A. Get the A. One more for Deluxe.